Bench testing 1958 Cadillac headlight switch with the non-fog light option. Serial number 08242022. Offered by TT Parts Rebuilding. Run-up test. Test number 1, tail and parking light operation. Test number 2, tail and headlight operation. Test number 3, dash light, low to high operation. Test number 4, circuit breaker test. Test number 5, switch terminals insulated from ground. The run-up test is being conducted with a 12-volt battery. For the actual test, we'll be boosting it up with a battery charger. Currently, we're at 12.58 volts. I'm going to turn that battery charger on. Our run-up test voltage of 13.9 volts. First position, test number 1, tail and parking light operation. First position, we see we have operation of the tail light, parking light, and dash lights. Off. First position, front parking, tail light. We'll be monitoring the temperature of the rheostat. Currently it's at 92 degrees. And off. Test number 2, tail and headlight operation. First position, tail, front parking. Second position, headlights. Front parking lights are off, tail lights remain on. And we're still monitoring about 96 degrees Fahrenheit on the rheostat. First position, front parking back on, headlights off and off. Test number 3, dash lights, low to high operation. First position, tail, front parking. Now, using a rheostat, we're going to increase the voltage to the lights on the dash. And we're monitoring the Fahrenheit of 101. We're going to rotate the rheostat to dim the lights. About midpoint, about 103 to the off position. Same test in second position with the headlights on. Rotating the rheostat. Increase the brightness to midpoint. See a little bit of increase in the Fahrenheit to 105. Full bright. Maintaining 105. I'm going to turn the dash lights off. And you can see after a while Fahrenheit will drop as it cools down. First position. See if we can make that Fahrenheit temperature come up a little bit. A little bit of resistance. And 107, 106 is the maximum Fahrenheit. Now this rheostat is a new design. It does outperform the old design. By now that temperature would be about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Full bright. Back to first off. First position, full bright. Dimming the dash lights and off. Test number 4, circuit breaker test. These Delco Romney headlight switches hit an onboard circuit breaker. In the event there's a short in the vehicle and the headlight wiring, or parking light or taillight wiring, circuit breaker will trip, and we're going to test that with our probe. And go to first position, tail, parking, dash. Let's turn these up full bright, and we'll break the circuit. And we'll see the circuit is protected by this bimetallic circuit breaker. And off, second position headlight. We see the circuit's broken. In the event that there is a short, this bimetallic spring will heat up, it'll expand and break the circuit. Right now it's completing the circuit. First position, and off. We're going to let that rheostat cool down a little bit. Of course, right now our room temperature is probably close to 100 degrees, so I don't know if it's going to drop much more than that. Test number 5, switch terminals insulated from ground. Using a standard 12-volt test light, we're going to check the terminals and see if they're insulated from ground. And we're going to see if we have a chassis ground to the battery. So we're going to probe the first terminal. No indication of a light. Second terminal, third terminal, fourth, fifth terminal. Back to the chassis ground, continuity. If there's a short in the switch body itself, it would be indicated by a light when we touch these terminals. So we see that the switch terminals are insulated from ground. Indicates a good tight switch.